in 1996, I was president of the local RSA here, and the Member of Parliament at the time, Mark Peck, come in, as my job as president was to greet the visitors, which I did, and he said to me, I'm putting a private member's bill through Parliament for a soldier from Bluff who was shot as a deserter, but I don't suppose you'd have any relations left in Bluff. I said, well, for your information, mister, I said, there's heaps of us here. I happen to be one, and my colleague beside me, Spencer Morrison, happens to be second cousins to same Victor Spencer. So it started from there.
Well, Victor Spencer, his name is on the monument down here, which is unusual for a person shot at dawn.
Yeah.
So, but Bluffies make sure the person is marked and put on the monument. So, and I presume that was one of the strengths that Mark Peck used to start work down here.
So I got a ring from a guy round here, and I knew where he come from. But you want to get a cowardly bastard like that pardoned for?
Yeah.
Really?
And I obviously said to him, well, for a start off, don't refer to him as a cowardly bastard, because he's not. You don't know what that guy went through, and we were told by Pete Clines, who was a curator of Flandersfield Women Museum, that they were buried alive. 4 days they were buried alive, and when they dug them out, Spencer was the only one alive. And I think that would put anyone off the, straight and narrow. Of course, he deserted again and went away and, what was the name of the place?
Marble Quay.
Marble Quay, yes.
Yeah.
Lived with a French woman and a family there.
Right, yeah.
But when we were over, we had a fairly good driver for a young guy. That Speedy was only about 27 to 28. And what that guy didn't know about the First World War wasn't worth knowing.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
He studied it. He came out to Australia and even studied it in Australia, and he was, 27 I think his age was. And boy, oh boy, was he a bag of information.
He was.
He was, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you discovered things through him? Then?
Oh, yes.
Yes,
All
we
the
learnt a
people
lot.
were very helpful, weren't they?
They were, yeah, they were.
Wonderful people.
And we presented the pardons, his pardon to the Flandersfield Museum, and we had Braithwaite in them's pardons too, didn't
Yes,
we? We
yeah.
presented a lot.
Yeah.
See, that Braithwaite should never have been shot. He was a journalist.
Yeah. No.
And he tried to quell that riot in the prison, I'm led to
right.
believe.
Yeah,
but
that's right. Well, I thought it was very interesting. But for us two old buggers, it was fairly tiring.
Right.
But we carried on, didn't we?
We did, yeah, we
Forced
boxed
our
on.
way along. Got
We were
lifted
forced to
here
take
and
strong
all over
drink.
the place.
No, we did. We done a lot of travelling and wandering that, but
Oh, yeah.
we got a pretty good hearing.
Yeah. Oh,
Pretty
that's-
good hearing indeed.
Oh, yeah. They were wonderful to us over there. They were helpful.
And I took a little bottle of salt water from Morrison's Beach, which is opposite where his grandpappy lived, and a wee bit of sand and put on his grave,
Yeah.
just a touch of bluff.
And you had a bit of greenstone.
No, I had a
yeah?
bit of, Panamu,
Oh, that's
yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, now in that Whakahuia is his pardon, copy of his pardon and that sort of thing. He was up before the colonel and whoever else was with him, and they,
Right.
mind you, they were under English law at the same time.
Yeah, because his company commander spoke highly of him as being a good soldier.
Yeah.
And he was even in for rank of Lance Corporal.
Yeah, that's right, in Gallipoli.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. I think they reckon they knew nothing about shell shock, but I think they knew something about shell shock, all right.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to mention it.
The army at the time would have a set of rules laid down of the number of questions to be asked, and if they come up all against those questions, they're definitely going to be shot at dawn. They don't, you haven't got much option. You as a soldier got very little option. Yes, that's right. He was the last one,
Yeah.
24th of February, 1980.
Also what got them annoyed.
At the age of, he bounced his age up to go into the army too.
Yeah. I saw
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
He did. We got a few, rude remarks about it, but you just
No.
brush them aside. And we just carried on with what we started out to do, and
Yeah.
in the end we achieved it.
I knew nothing about him until I said to my father, I'm going to join the army. And he said, well, I better tell you something about our family. And that's the first time I was told anything about Victor Spencer.
Right, and you were how old then?
I'd be 18, 19.
19.
And like Spencer, my late brother Bill, who lived in Littleton, sent me down the clippings out of a Canterbury paper. That's how I got to know about it. The old people here never ever spoke about it.
No.
Oh, wow.
Never, the old man and them like, we never knew, and as I say, Spencer found out through his father. I found out from my late brother Bill. When he sent me the cuttings of the paper.
No, nobody said anything. It was amazing that Bluff actually put Victor's name on the monument.
Monument, yeah. And there wasn't any mention round here about him being a coward or that.
No.
Yeah.
None at all. No. And when I joined the army, went overseas, I don't think there was too many knew about it.
No,
Because it was
of course
never
not.
mentioned.
No,
It
never
was
mentioned.
never mentioned.
No. And let's face it, we were young guys, 10 feet tall and bulletproof.
And bulletproof, yes.
Yeah.
But I also got a phone call from the 2nd New Zealand Expeditionary Forces Association. You're doing a good job, lad, carry on.
Oh, excellent.
And that was from one of the members.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So, which I was quite chuffed. We'd like to see him exonerated, certainly. You know,
Yeah.
name cleared.
Yeah.
Instead of a pardon, wipe it.
Yeah.
As I say, look at the blokes that did desert. What happened? They got sent back to the UK, and the Aussies wouldn't shoot their guys, but the Kiwis, they just had to do what the motherland told them. They
Yes,
still
that's
call us
right.
bloody colonials, the Poms.
Yeah, no, I'm quite satisfied.
Yes, and
Now that
like
this
Spencer,
is
I am too.
tidying up. Just the loose ends. Yes,
It
it's been
has.
a long journey.
Yeah.
But, it's also brought Fred and I closer together, I
It
suppose.
has too, yes, yeah.
I only used to put up with him now and again.
But don't get too close. Oh, don't think on my side, I'm speaking for my side of the family, never took much interest in it.
No.
Not one my late cousin, she gave me £5. She said, here you are, cousin. She said, you take this. This will help you on your journey.
Well, I had my youngest daughter with me on this trip.
Well, you had to
Yeah.
keep someone, keep
So,
you under bloody
yeah.
control.